Hello students, AS level chemistry chapter is atomic structure, lecture number 8. In this lecture we are going to study how to write down electronic configuration for the transition elements. We will also discuss how to write down electronic configuration for positive and negative ions, and what is the most important information we must have in our mind while writing electronic configuration for positive and negative ions. First of all, we will start with the transition elements. Now, one thing you must know, what are transition elements? Transition elements are those elements which occupy the central part of the periodic table. Periodic table, it can be divided into 4 blocks. Left hand side elements, group 1 and group 2 elements, they are known as S block elements. Right hand side elements are known as P block elements, and the central part transition elements are known as D block element, while the two rows which are present at the base of periodic table, at the bottom of the periodic table, they represent F block element. As far as transition elements are concerned, there are many different rows of transition elements in the central part, but in your syllabus only first series it is included, and this first row of transition element, it includes 10 elements from atomic number 21 to 30. In AS, you can only be asked to write down electronic configuration for these 10 elements, but detail uh, of the properties of these transition elements, it is included in your A2 syllabus. So right now we will learn how to write down electronic configuration for these 10 elements. Okay, what are the 10 elements which are included in this first series? The first series of transition elements in the central part, it contains 10 elements from atomic number 21 to 30. These elements are scandium, titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, iron, cobalt, nickel, copper and zinc. No need to remember these elements. Periodic table is available in the exams. You can look at this row, this series of transition elements from the periodic table. Okay, you can be asked to write down any electronic configuration, but right now I am telling you a shortcut method for writing electron in boxes configuration and noble gas core configuration. So we will write down these two type of electronic configuration, and based on this electronic configuration, the SPDF notation electronic configuration, it would not be a problem. Now to write down noble gas core configuration, you must remember which noble gas is closest and before for these 10 elements. Argon 18, it is the noble gas that is closest and before all these 10 elements. After argon, argon represents 18 electrons. After 18 electrons, which subshell is filled? If you just count down 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6. After 3p, 4s comes. So in 4s, there will be x number of electron. In 4s, x number of electron. After 4s, electrons are filled into 3d. 3d would have y number of electrons. Now what is the value of x and y? Simply you can remember x is always 2, because subshell S, it can contain a maximum number of 2 electrons, but there are two exceptions to this number, one element chromium and other is copper. The number of electron in 4s for chromium and copper, it is 1. What is the reason? We will write down the electronic configuration and then I will give you an explanation what is the reason. The number of y, d can have maximum 10 electron. So y can have any value between 1 to 10. So this is the formula. By using this formula, you can write down electronic configuration for any transition element. I am going to write down electronic configuration for you people for scandium Sc21. So what you can write down, scandium 21 is equal to Ar18, 4s would have 2 electrons, while 3d it would have 1 electron. This is the simple electronic configuration of scandium. Now in the exams, if you are asked to show the electrons in boxes configuration for this scandium, then you can show only for 4s and 3d, because argon, it is a common noble gas for all these 10 elements. So no need to write down electronic boxes configuration for argon. We will show electronic boxes for 4s and 3d. 4s, since it can contain 2 electron, it can have 1 orbital. So we will show just 1 orbital, 1 box, and this box would have 2 electrons. Both the electrons must have opposite spin. Now this is 4s. Followed by 4s, in the subshell D there can be 10 electrons. So it means D subshell can have 5 orbitals. So you must always draw 5 boxes in front of 3D. Now, right now we are having just 1 electron. We can place that 1 electron in any box. So this is electron boxes configuration of scandium. Also, if you are asked in the exams to write down electronic configuration for scandium instead of argon, from where you will start? You will start from 1s, because electronic configuration, it is always SPDF notation configuration, and it is started from 1s. So you can write down 1s, 2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2, 3d1. That will be the electronic configuration for scandium in terms of SPDF notation. Now use this formula and write down electronic configuration for all the 10 elements. Now just to give you an explanation, I am just writing the electronic configuration for those 2 elements which are exceptions, while for other elements it is simple. It is simple just to place 2 electron in 4s and the remaining electron will be placed in 3d. For example, for titanium, what will be the electronic configuration? Ar18, 4s2, 3d2. Likewise, you can keep on adding electron in 3d and 4s will remain same number of electron, that is 2. But in case of chromium, Ar18, 4s, it must have 1 electron, and 3d it must have 5 electron. So that is why electronic configuration in terms of electron in boxes 4s and 3d, all the orbitals, they would have 1 electron each. 4s, it would have 1 electron, 3d 5 boxes, 5 orbitals, each orbital it would have 1 electron. So this is the electronic configuration for chromium. Likewise, after this you can place 2 electron in 4s and the remaining electron in 3d till we reach at copper. In case of copper, the electronic configuration is again 4s1, 3d 10. 4s would have 1 electron and 3d would have complete 5 orbitals. Okay. Now what is the reason why chromium and copper they have 1 electron in 4s? Look at chromium. If we write down electronic configuration for chromium having 2 electron in 4s, what would be the electronic configuration after argon? It should be 4s2, 3d4. What is the problem? 4s is completely filled, it is stable, but 3d, it is 4, it is partially filled, it is unstable. So just to get stability, one of the 4s electron, it is migrated into 3d. So 4s half filled, it becomes stable, 3d 5 half filled becomes stable. So simply you can remember why in case of chromium and copper there is just 1 electron in 4s. Just to get stability, they migrate 1 electron from 4s into 3d. Likewise, you can remember for copper 4s, it would have, if it would have 2 electron, 3d would have 9 electron. Now 3d again, it is unstable, it is partially filled. So just to make it stable, one of 4s electron, it is migrated into 3d to make 3d stable, and 4s, even if its electron is migrated to 3d, it remains stable half filled. So that is why even for copper 4s1 3d10 is correct electronic configuration. So the simple reason that has come in front of you whenever it is asked why chromium and copper they can have one electron in 4s, simply you can write down just to get stability one electron from 4s it is migrated into 3d, that's it. Okay, moving on. The last thing about the electronic configuration in your AS syllabus, it is to write down electronic configuration for ions. You people know there are two types of ions we commonly study in chemistry. One type of ions are known as positive ions and other type of ions are known as negative ions. Positive ions are formed by the loss of electron, by the oxidation of electron. Why positive ion is formed? Because number of electrons they become less than the number of protons, while negative ions they are formed by the gain of electron, by the reduction of electron. Why they get negative charge? Because number of electrons it becomes greater than that of number of protons. Now what is the important thing that you must remember, whenever a positive ion is formed its number of electron is decreased, and whenever a negative ion is formed its number of electron is increased. And second thing that is even more important, you must remember loss and gain of electron always it involves which shell? It involves valence shell. And how you can recognize the valence shell? The shell which has largest principal quantum number, it is the valence shell. I will give you the example. Look at, if you have been given calcium 22 plus, now you can see total number of electrons in calcium were 20, but it has become 2 positive, it means it has lost 2 electron. So you are supposed to write down electronic configuration for how many electrons? For 18 electron. So you will write down 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6. So it is simple. Simply you will have to look at which charge is carried by the ion. If it is positive, number of electron would become less. If it is negative, number of electron would become greater. Now if you are asked to write down noble gas configuration for Fe26, right now we have written electronic configuration for transition metal. What will be the electronic configuration for Fe? It will be Ar18, 4s2, 18 plus 2 20, 6 electrons remain behind for 3d. So the electronic configuration, noble gas core electronic configuration for Fe is Ar18, 4s2, 3d, 6. Now if you are given Fe2 plus ion and you are asked to write down the electronic configuration, can you guess what will be the electronic configuration of Fe2 plus? Okay, let's see, have you guessed it correctly or not? Fe2 plus its electronic configuration will be Ar18, 3d, 6, or you can also write it like this, Ar18, 4s0, 3d, 6. Now what is the problem? You can see there are two subshells after argon in iron, one is 4s, other is 3d. 4s belongs to shell number 4, 3d belongs to shell number 3, but which principal quantum number is the larger? It represents the valence shell. 4 is the larger number, so it means 4s is the valence shell. So electron must be lost from 4s earlier than 3d. So this is a general fact that you must remember for transition elements, that for transition elements 4s is filled earlier than 3d. Also 4s loses electron earlier than 3d in transition elements. So this is a simple fact you must remember, 4s it is filled earlier, it loses electrons earlier than 3d. Now one more example, you can write down electronic configuration for Br1 minus. The atomic number of Br is 35, but it is 1 minus, so it means it has gained one electron. When it has gained one electron, its atomic number is 35, but its total number of electron will now become 36. So we are supposed to write down electronic configuration for 36 electrons. So what you will do in this case, you can write down 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2, 3d10. You can write down 4s2, 3d10, or you can write down 3d10, 4s2, no problem. But you must remember whether you have written 4s earlier or 3d earlier. 4s is filled earlier than 3d, and it will end up at 4p6. Students, I hope now it has become quite easy for you people. It has become quite obvious for you people to write down electronic configuration for any element and for any ion, whether it is positive or negative. Please give me your feedback in the comments. Thank you for your time.